Hey everyone, it's Kim, and I'm here with you with Mindset Monday. And today I'm talking about being present when buying presents. Last week I did a post asking what are some of the most biggest challenges that people go through over the holidays. And the thing that I got people responded to the most was staying in a budget, not overspending, and being able to get to January without a huge credit card bill. So I'm going to cover some of that. I'm going to give you some tools and some tips. Hopefully, they will help and you'll be able to enjoy your Christmas and your January a little bit better. So, first one is be intentional. When you have an intention to do something, you have a focus. And so I'm saying make a list. Make a list of the people that you're going to buy for, the people that are in your life that are important to you. And I'll talk about keeping to that list a little bit later. But the second thing is looking at your budget and looking at how much you have allocated for Christmas. For real, for real. Sometimes we think, oh, I'll buy this one other thing. I'll buy this one other thing. I'll buy this one other thing. And then we get to January, we're like, what the heck did I do? So being intentional about a list. Who are you buying for? And if you add someone along the way, that's okay. Add them to the list. So at least you are still looking at real details, real facts, real information. So writing a list of people, also including with that your overall budget. Once you know your overall amount that you want to spend, then you can kind of divvy that up between the people on your list. And if it's not as much as you would like to spend, welcome to the club. It's still a very good map to keep you on track for the holidays. That intention is you being intentional about giving gifts that bring you joy, giving gifts to people who give you joy, and also having joy throughout the season and in January. So I'm looking at beginning the end with the end in mind. You want to have a January that's not stressful and also a Christmas that's not stressful or holiday, whatever holiday you're celebrating. This is a good practice for birthdays, for any time of year, Hanukkah, whatever, just gift giving in general, because so many of us tend to overspend. I want to tell you about the advertisers and the credit card companies. They make money on our spending on anything we buy. So, with that in mind, do you want to build their bank account or your own? Another choice for you to be intentional about what you're spending. Sticking to it. When you have an intention, you do tend to stick to it. So that's why starting with that is so important. And it isn't just about buying things for people. When we make that intentional list, it's who do I want to give to and how would I like to celebrate them? And granted, I know so many of you have huge hearts and you want to give so much more, but giving so much more and ending up struggling is not what your friends and family want for you. And I know it's not what you want for yourself. That's a really challenging and stressful thing to deal with. So begin with the end in mind. Where do you want to be in January? Then looking at your intention of spending for this month. And I know it's already started. So be kind to yourself. Have love and grace. Start your list now. Make a list of who you want to buy for and who you've already bought for, and then still look at the reality of the numbers and what you want to spend and know that if you spend over that amount, that's going to cause some backlash or some issues for you later on. So if we know that going into it, we have a much bigger tendency to make purchases based on what's in our reality, right? There's another thing that comes up when we're buying gifts. There's a frenzy that can come up in that. And that's when we start buying for somebody because of guilt or feeling like we need to, or I bought for somebody else and I don't want to hurt their feelings. That's a big one. Lean into that. Take a look at where that's coming from. It's not coming from a place of joy, it's coming from a place of lack. And like I say all the time, We have energy that we feel about things, and if it's expansive or contractive, meaning you feel big about it and joyous, or you feel small about it. And if you can touch base and really lean into that, you can feel into what's the best choice for you. I know for me, I would get into a frenzy in the past of buying for one coworker and then feeling like, oh my gosh, this other coworker is going to feel bad because, or, be hurt because I bought for this person and not them. And what I realized is they're more thinking about their gifts than about anything else. And so I started looking at what is going to bring me joy to give to people. And so, even though I would love to give to everyone, and I'd like to buy something really specific and caring and loving, specifically for that person, I choose also for my family to have money in January to pay bills and not be so in credit card debt that it's overwhelming. So that's a real choice. Those are things that you personally are the only one can make the decision on. Just looking at my notes, yep, I think that's pretty much it. Just know that when you're giving from a place of love, people can feel it, even if it's just a hug, even if it's, I'm so happy that you're my friend. I'm so grateful you're in my life. Those words, I know for me, hearing something from like that from somebody is way more powerful sometimes than here's a gift. And I absolutely don't want to give something to somebody that they feel like they have to keep because it was a gift. There's no attachment when I give gifts either. You do what you want with it. If it no longer serves you or whatever, give it to somebody who does. It will help, or donate it. I'm not attached to the outcome of my gifts. So that too is something maybe to look at. So I hope this helped. I would love your comments and feedback. Anything in here that was an aha moment for you, please share it. And I hope you guys have just a wonderful December, no matter what you're doing, and really be able to celebrate you and the people in your lives. Take care.